Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Weird Frequencies. Broadcasting live from a cornfield somewhere deep down in a bunker underneath the cornfield. Yeah. In South Central Illinois somewhere. It's Weird Frequencies. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Show where we explore weird and strange things going on in the world and just try to figure them out and talk about them and chat it up in the chat room and watch videos, stuff like that. Yeah, we've got a lot of news to talk about all night. Somebody posted last week on our Facebook, we're not doing a show because of lack of news. That's whoever posted that. Don't post that ever again. There's never a lack of news. I mean, you just weird
that
shit
was
going on.
That was either you or Tyler.
It wasn't me. That was Tyler.
So that narrows it down.
It just makes it sound like, oh, we're bored. There's nothing going on. Sorry. Like, we just had problems and stuff and couldn't do the show last week, you know. It wasn't because of lack of stories, though. That makes it sound like we're like, we can't find nothing. So, yeah, we don't have Google or, AI or nothing. So,
yeah,
we're just going to skip the show this week. Fuck it.
Sorry, we have this new intern, Gemini, and he ain't found shit.
But thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got lots of cool stuff going on. We got new, news stories that we're going to talk about first, and later in the show, we're going to talk about. Tonight we're going to dive into like weird frequencies. Again, kind of, sort of. But tonight's show, we're going to talk about invisible waves that might be whispering to you. What?
I just said, hey, Yolanda. She gave her the chat room.
Oh, hey, Yolanda. So, what if sounds that you can't hear are influencing how you feel? What if a vibration below your consciousness is creating this chill down your spine or this moment of unease that you might feel sometimes? So anyway, we're going to dive into that, the unseen, the unheard, the frequencies that might be affecting you that you don't even know about. And I got examples, and we're going to dive into it. All right, cool. How are you guys? What's up, Adam and Julie?
Hanging in there. I know it's been a while since we've been on, and sorry about that, guys. But
stuff happens.
Just some family stuff, family emergencies with my mom and everything. So trying to sort that out as best we can.
I got you. Well, best wishes to everybody. How are you, Bubba? Did you find Bigfoot?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'll keep looking. He's out
like I said, I think I was in a relationship with a few, but I'm not.
I don't want to go there.
I haven't done DNA testing to know for sure yet. So, like,
no, so you're saying there could be Bigfoot Bubba babies out there, possibly?
No.
Bubba Bigfoot Jr.
Bubba hybrids. There may be baby Bigfoot Bubba hybrids. That's turning into like a tongue twister. Bigfoot baby Bubba. Anyway.
And everyone, share the show tonight. Get it out there. Let everyone know we're on.
Yeah.
Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble still tonight?
Yes, always Rumble. Yes.
There we go.
We love Rumble. We get lots of views on Rumble. We love our Rumble buddies. Rumblers. That's Rumble, in case you don't know what that is. Everybody, a lot of people don't. Rumble is free speech YouTube. So things that you can't really say and do on YouTube or even Facebook or other places, you can do it on Rumble. You can say whatever in the hell you want on there. So if you've never been on there before and you like new stuff or other sides of the story or, whatever, weird conspiracies or weird, just, I don't know. But you never know what you find on there. So that's a warning. But, there's some crazy.
Tyler says he's on his way.
Check out Rumble. All right, Tyler's on his way. So yeah, we're on Rumble. Just if you're ever on there, just search Weird Frequencies, and you can watch all of our shows since we've been on there. We get a lot of views on there. It's pretty cool. I love that thing. Okay, so we got to talk about right away two big things in the news. One, of course, is the 3-eye atlas. It's still in the news. It's all over the place. Is it a comet? Is it an alien spaceship? Let's see. I got where is that? I mean, we know that it's passing through our solar system. It's passing through. It's not pointed at us or anything like that. And we're not scientists, but I guess it's just flown around the sun, and now it's going to fly by Earth, and it's going to fly by Mars. And but there's some cool comments today by our man Elon on the Joe Rogan podcast, and I just want to listen in on a little bit of what he said on there today about the thing, because he is one of the smartest men in the world, and he's got some pretty cool things to say about it. In case people are freaking out out there,
And first, could you imagine though, on its way through, if it hit even any of our planets, what that would be like?
Yeah.
I mean, something that size hits any one of the planets, it's going to do some serious damage.
It would destroy us, Bubba.
Well, I'm not talking just us. I'm talking any
planet. Any planet that thing hits, it'll destroy. Yeah. Practically. That's the trajectory of it. Yeah. It's big. So I mean, if it hits something. Back. Yeah, but Elon has some cool stuff to say about it. Hold on.
Gravity is affecting its acceleration, meaning something is affecting its trajectory beyond gravity was indicated. Interesting. Dun, dun, dun. So it's mostly nickel, very little iron, which
mostly nickel.
Listen to that. On Earth, it only exists in alloys. But whatever, you're dealing with another planet.
There are cases where there's very nickel-rich asteroids, meteorites that have it
for something from space.
Yeah, it's only. Yeah, it
this is cool. Listen to this.
It'll be a very sort of heavy spaceship if you make it all out of nickel.
Oh yeah, and fucking huge, the size of Manhattan, and all nickel. That's kind of nuts.
Yeah, that's a heavy spaceship.
That's a real problem if it hits.
Yes. No, it would like obliterate a continent type of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe worse.
Yeah, probably kill most of human life. If not all of us.
I haven't looked. It depends on what the total mass is, but there's. I mean, the thing is, like in the fossil record, there are, there's like arguably 5 major extinction events. Like the biggest one of which is the Permian extinction, where almost all life was eliminated. That actually occurred over several million years. There's the Jurassic. I think Jurassic.
This is super smart. What he's talking about right here. This is like if you look in rocks and trees and see layers, and the layers have like a radioactive layer of ash down low, and then that's the layers of where there was extinctions. And there was, like he just said, there was 5 extinction level events. One of them was probably floods, Noah, and God and all that possibly, but yeah, listen.
I think that one's pretty definitively an asteroid, but there's been 5 major extinction events, but what they don't count are really the ones that merely take out a continent. So
merely,
yeah, because those don't really show up on the fossil record,
Right.
So unless it's enough to cause a mass extinction event throughout Earth, it doesn't show up in a fossil record that's 200 million years old.
I think it would there. So where it hit.
But there've been many impacts that would have sort of destroyed all life on, let's say half of North America or something like that. There are many such impacts through the course of history.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can do about it right now.
Yeah, there was one that hits. There was one that hit Siberia and destroyed, I think, a few hundred square miles.
Oh, that's the Tunguska.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's the one from the 1920s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that coincides with that comet storm that we go through every June and every
Pause it real
November
quick.
that they think is.
Yeah, we're just gonna
The-
kill that.
The one that hit like in the 1920s now. That may sound like a long time ago, but like literally compared to all them others that he's talking about, those happened in like when dinosaurs were around and things like
Yeah.
that. Now,
So he
the
said that this could definitely, destroy a continent of some kind. And then
It would do more than that. It would destroy the continent that it hits, but it's going to affect the weather everywhere
yeah,
else.
that's what causes the extinction level
Yeah.
stuff, the dust and everything else from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, like he said, that's definitely what happened to the dinosaurs. We have records of it.
Well, and something that size say hits the Earth. That could even take us, shift the Earth in ways that it's not normally, and we can do all kinds of stuff.
Never know. Anyway, I think it's not any kind of a spaceship.
Right.
So
Right.
that's for sure. And I think it's definitely not going to hit us or anything like that. So,
But look at it this way too: if it is aliens, they're not going to make their ship just obvious that hey, we're a ship. They're going to hide it,
right.
make it
All
not
right.
noticeable.
Next, it seems like they pretty much have found some life on Mars again, kind of, sort of. I mean, they found some earlier, right? But they
Dakota says, "Hi, Rob." Or hey,
hi.
Rob.
What's up? What's up? Unusual compounds in rocks on Mars might be a sign of ancient microbial life. Scientists basically discovered compounds in Martian rocks that could suggest ancient microbial life. So that's pretty cool. That's just happened recently. These rocks were spotted, and it could very well be the clearest sign of life we've ever found on Mars. So the signature, leftover sign, pretty cool. Another cool thing out there that's happened. They found a cosmic fossil at the solar system edge. Now, what they mean by what they mean by that is, let me bring this up.
Because that's not something I've really ever heard of before, is a cosmic fossil.
No, me neither. And that's what this show's all about. Bubba. New weird stuff. Let's see. Let me get my screen share again. There we go. Hold on. So the deal is, we've thought about maybe there's another planet on the edge of space out there, right? Planet 9 is what they call it, right? And this could be bad news for this planet, because what's happened is that they've spotted this another huge object called the ammonite, right? And it's called a sednoid, and it's huge bodies beyond the orbit of Neptune, way out there, right? And they've spotted this one, and it's flying in its own weird trajectory. It's come from deep space, and it's pieces of a dead planet. And they think that if Planet 9 existed, that it possibly got thrown out of its orbit and blew up, or it just
got hit by something.
He melted from heat, or something happened to it, basically. But this is the fourth one that we know about that's flying around out there. And there's the orbit of it right there. It's kind of show much, but it definitely the bad thing is, like, there's the real picture of it. The bad thing is, it's it means that something happened right outside of our solar system and the pieces are flying at us. Yeah. And this is a huge freaking chunk that's flying at us. And there was a little video about it here. I thought, let me pass it. Hold on. I don't know if this was it or not. No, I don't think it is. I think this is not related to it. Or is it? No. Sorry. Yeah, but anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. They've spotted this other huge rock, and they're saying that it's come from, then the size of it's gigantic. The size is 45 times wider than Mount Everest.
Wow.
Yeah. How big is that? That's bigger than
45 times?
Yeah, 45 times wider than the height of Everest.
Yeah, that's how they're able to take a picture of this thing with telescopes on the other side of Neptune flying by. I mean, there it is going shoo shoo shoo. It's gigantic. Uh-huh. So there's crazy stuff flying around out there, man.
Okay, so the official height of Mount Everest is over 8,800 meters
Or 29.
29,000 feet tall.
Now multiply that times 45.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they just spotted this thing just flying by. No big deal. Just hope it don't head this way. Keep on going out there, little sednoids, whatever they're called. Yep, sednoids. And this one is literally called ammonite. That's a scary name, isn't it? Ammo? Why is it ammo for what? Ammonite. There you go. It's the 2023 KQ14AND. That's what it's called. Flying around out there, kids. That's pretty fun. All right. I was trying to save this one for Tyler, but there's a new. We're gonna save this for him. It's a dinosaur.
Let's say if we touch on it as soon as we're done, he'll show up.
Yeah, he'll show up. So
Yeah,
it's a
time.
new dinosaur evolution discovery that's really weird and cool. So I'm gonna hold off on that. For a little
Tyler, ammonites. Yeah, okay. Tyler's booting up now.
Okay, good. Let's see. So, okay, moving on. Quickly, a new blood type has been discovered. What the hell?
Okay.
A new blood type. Hold on, let me get this story up. Hold on now, kids. There we go. So, French scientists have discovered a new blood type in a Guadalupe woman. A previously unknown human being blood group has been identified, raising questions about human biology and variation. What does this mean? We just discover a new frequency in our own biology all of a sudden, or whatever?
Think too that like over millions of years, everything adapts over time. So maybe for some reason, this new blood type is just an adaptation for or evolving from some,
There's 48 blood groups.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either.
That. Wow. So this lady has a very unusual antibody, and it's called the Guanda negative. Wow. So until now, there was 47. So apparently it's 48 now, huh? Crazy. I mean, isn't that weird that we're evolving, kind of, sort of? Is that what that means?
I mean, that's what I'm getting out of it more, but who knows?
Right?
Maybe she's an alien spawn. That's
Well, let's
half
see.
human, half alien.
Yeah, we'll see. What's the chat got to say about this?
It's the Transformers.
Ammonite. I'm booting up now. All right. Dakota. Hi, Dakota. What's up? What's up? Yolanda. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Let's see. And there is a third, what? And there is a third RH of null. What does that mean?
That's what I was just wondering.
Okay.
I will say she's not dumb, so she's obviously.
Oh no, Broomstick's awesome. Yeah.
She knows stuff, so she's.
Oh yeah, there
I'm
it
sure
comes
she'll
out.
explain. Enlighten us all.
So strange radio pulses have been detected in Antarctica.
Coming from the ice in Antarctica, huh?
Yep, a cosmic particle detector picked up an odd signals from the ice in Antarctica with unclear origins. What in the hell? Look at this thing. There's the Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna experiments. What are they doing that for?
And
Wasn't Antarctica where the Transformers were found?
That's right.
Broomstick
Wasn't it
explain what that is.
There's the Anita place in Antarctica. So the radio waves we detected nearly a decade ago, were at steep angles, like 30 degrees below the ice. But I think they've detected new stuff, though. That's the thing. Yeah, they picked up odd signals from Antarctica with unclear origins. So that's pretty interesting. For whatever reason, these people, this is from Penn State, psu.edu. There you go. I thought that was interesting.
Broomstick says that there's a negative and a positive, but null is the third, also called the golden blood.
Okay, isn't this wild, man? They found all of a sudden a new blood type.
Why is it called the golden blood?
Is that the pure blood types of like the chosen ones or whatever?
The golden.
They say that RH null, it's a rare blood group with a frequency of approximately one person out of 6 million individuals.
No kidding.
Who can carry it.
I have no idea what my blood type is.
Recessive.
I'm this old. I have no idea what my blood type is. Do you guys know what yours?
I don't.
Yeah, mine's A positive.
A positive.
Okay. Huh. Is that like, are you guys vampires or something? Is that what that means?
No, I just did really good on my blood test. I got an A+.
Oh, okay. Nice. It means you're smart. Gotcha.
Broomstick also says that golden blood / null can be used for transfusions for all these other blood types.
Okay.
No kidding. That's super interesting. Wow. What's your blood type?
Mine? I have no idea.
No, Broomstick. What's your blood type? Has she got the golden blood or what? Just so we know where the hookup is.
Tyler's backstage.
Oh, okay. All right. There he is. What's up, little buddy?
Sorry, I'm late. I had a family emergency I had to go attend to.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah, you're still gonna get a tardy.
Add it to the binder.
Yeah, we'll write you up later.
All right.
Don't you worry. So, we were talking about new blood types discovered and strange radio pulses in Antarctica, and we got a dinosaur story we've been saving for you.
Is this about the nano? This is about the nano Tyrannus?
Maybe.
Ooh.
About the Tyler.
No, it's not. No, it's something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the Tyler source.
I'm gonna make you wait a little bit longer.
Okay.
After this next story, a 5,000-year-old occult space was discovered in Iraq, which is pretty wild. Let's see. Hold on, let's get some video shots of this. So yeah, they discovered in Iraq. It dates to a time when the world's first cities were built. A building in Iraq appears to have been used for rituals or cult purposes during early civilizations. Pretty wild, but yeah, check this out. There's the layout.
Oh wow.
We couldn't find like ancient technology. We had to find a cult establishment from 5,000 years ago.
They did find a cool little thing though. Look, it's like a trippy scroll. Yeah, look at this. This is super
Oh wow.
cool. Look at those. Almost look like bent over griffins or aliens or something. Like aliens with those heads, you know.
The whole thing looks
Or
like
their
that.
wings. Oh, their wings. Their wings.
Like, remember that silly putty we used to have? And then you could like roll thing through it so it would print it out.
Doesn't it? That's exactly what they did, Bubba. You're
Yeah.
right. Look at that roller thing there. They literally.
It's really pretty.
I mean, obviously it wasn't silly putty back then, but
Oh well, you know what?
It's
It
some
looks
sort
like
of
that's
clay.
what they did. That's what they did, Bubba. I think they took the real thing and laid it in clay and did this with it.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what they did. Yeah, it's showing its imprint. Yeah, it's the seal showing the imprint. So
Yeah.
they just rolled it out on there.
A wing.
Wow,
Like a
that's
oversized-
Which was pretty smart back then. I mean,
why are people drawing pictures of winged griffins 5,000 years ago? That's pretty wild.
I'm gonna zoom in on it.
They were
You know-
Gryffindor. They were Gryffindors off Harry Potter.
Yeah,
We-
they
we-
definitely look like griffins.
Don't they? I mean, you
Yeah.
got to give those people more credit. They're, I mean, they were smart. They were like us.
There's-
They were drawing.
There's also a guy with the bow and arrow facing the griffins.
There it is. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Some kind of warrior dude with a horn on his head. Yeah,
Yeah.
Looks like
yeah.
a
He's
I
getting
think
ready
it's some
to,
sort of helmet that he had.
yeah,
on.
he's getting ready to take it out. Yeah, wow, wow. That's the main scene right there in the middle.
It's
It's
cool when you
repeat.
can zoom in really good on it.
That is nice. But yeah, so here's a before and after too of the area. It took them a long time to find this. And look, hold on. Here's the close up.
Wow.
But then now here's before. They've been digging on this since 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Urk. Okay.
So that's what they've dug up.
Abraham
Mm-hmm.
is so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that where it is? Evidence of.
Well, Abraham, according to the Bible at least, Abraham is from the land of Ur, which would have been Iraq.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I don't know if that's the next story or not. Oh, yeah. No. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's wild. So 5,000-year-old remains were found in Iraq. Pretty cool. I thought that was pretty awesome. Okay. Now let's hit the dinosaur. Okay. I was saving this for my guy. So a new bizarre armored. I'm hyping this up for Tyler a little bit. Let me get the link ready to go to.
Kelly's here.
What's up, Skeletor?
Skelly.
Welcome, Skelly. All right, hold on. Gotta get the link ready here. Okay, so a bizarre armored dinosaur named the Spicomelus. It's probably Spicomelus. After rewrites it's the ankylosaur evolution, basically. This dinosaur so weird that it forces a rethink of dinosaur evolution and what weird looked like back then. Spikes up to 1 meter long, right?
Oh my.
Yeah, check this out. You ready? Here's the reveal for Tyler. Dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun.
Get Tyler being all quiet.
Dun, dun,
I'm just
dun,
waiting.
dun. Look at the
Damn.
spikes on that thing. They've got bones, recent bones from it too. Shows pictures. We've got a video too here.
Wow.
Many of the bones are covered in spikes. Look at that
That
thing.
is a gnarly, death-dealing motherfucker right there.
That's
Yeah.
Look at
that is
how-
don't bite me. All the bigger dinosaurs.
Forget about
Yeah.
armadillos and porcupines. They got
Definitely
nothing on this dude.
porcupine.
It's like a porcupine of death. Jeez.
Man.
This guy was in Argentina, it said.
Well, let's see. This is from the Museum of Natural History, so this is legit. It's after rewrites. The most even stranger has first been re-realized. Let's see. They found some,
Morocco.
Morocco.
Morocco, yeah. And here's
Wow,
one.
look
Look
at
at the
that.
spike. Look at the spike on that thing.
Man.
That was a dig in 2023. It says. So they see this is how
Apparently
they
that's
got.
a rib bone with the
They've got
spikes
these-
coming out of it.
Yeah, wait till you see this video. They got these spiked ribs that they're holding in their hands. Look at that. Dinosaur unlike any other. Shout out to the Natural History Museum, but we got to watch
That
that.
is cool.
I think this is going to be an incredibly significant discovery.
This is an animal unlike any other living or extinct.
Spicamellis, I think, is going to be one of the strangest dinosaurs that we've ever discovered.
We're here in the Middle Atlas Mountains of Morocco to try to find more of some really exciting dinosaurs that we first discovered a couple of years ago. We have this specimen at the museum called
Look at
Spicamellis,
that.
and we described it as the world's oldest ankylosaur and the first ankylosaur from Africa. It had a really, really, really odd morphology. It had really...
Look at how clear that is. Wow. And
Wow.
you can see how they put this, that full image together.
Mhm.
Look at
Look at all
that's
that.
that's a
Yeah.
rib. That's a rib.
That's not its rib. That is
That's the back area.
part of the back area, yeah. But
in which the armor was actually fused to a rib, and this is very, very strange. So in most of our armored dinosaurs, we
They
have
just said that his spikes fused
to
and,
the rib,
and-
yeah.
and
that's
armor
a rib, I
that
guess.
just is sort of
Was
embedded in the
fused to the
skin
rib.
and isn't attached to the bones of the body. But this animal has armor attached to its body, and that's totally weird. We don't see that in any animal living or extinct. I was able to trace the fossils back to this site here. I got in touch with a colleague who works in France, who's a Moroccan, and this person pointed me towards Professor Driss Ouache, who is an expert in the sedimentology of the rock. So that means he has spent his career studying the environments in which these dinosaurs are living in.
Donc en 2018 اتصلت بيا سوزانا par email parce que الموزيوم كان عندهم des ossements de dinosauriens en provenance du Moyen Atlas au Maroc. وبحكم انني انا قريب للموين اطلس هنايا اتصلوا بيا وخرجت معهم sur le terrain pour leur montrer les faciès du Jurassique continental اللي كان كيعيش فيهم هاد لي ديناصوريين.
So there we go.
Collaborating with Driss here in Morocco in the
Pretty cool, man.
So that thing had spikes, thagomisers coming out of its rib cage.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of the fossil they've actually found, because that is, and you notice too, he said it was 2018 is when he was contacted to find it. That's how long it took for them to finally announce that, hey, we got something new here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they found those extra bone pieces in 21.
And then, see, you got ones like T-Rex, and then it goes to try to bite that thing, it's going to know it. It's
That, in that area, and in, I believe they said that was late Jurassic, early Cretaceous. That would have been more Allosaurus, maybe Carcharodontosaurus.
Right. I'm
would
just
have had
using,
to.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, I get what you're
just
saying,
using it as an example. No other dinosaur, when they go to try to bite it, it's they're just going to
The
get
only
about
way they could do it is to roll it over and go from the belly.
How did that
But
thing
can you
not?
imagine trying to roll that over?
How'd that thing go extinct? Like what ate it?
Well,
What
I don't
was
know.
Probably just having gear
Predators?
changes.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't exactly built for
I'm looking to
time
see.
and speed.
Can
and
I
stuff.
just say, as a mom, I'm so glad that thing hatched out of an egg and it wasn't a live birth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, they have
horrible.
not found much of her. Can I share the screen on her
Yeah.
fossil? How much they found of the fossil?
Yeah.
That's
I love
about
it.
as.
Tab, Tyler. Share the
Tyler
tab.
goes right into research mode over there.
Oh yeah, they have only found that's at least 20 to 25%.
Oh wow.
That means that you still have the skull. You still have.
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's-
Here,
Oh, it's not. Oh, is it up now?
it's up now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've only found like 20 to
What's in white?
25%. Yes. The
Is it
bones in white.
What's in white is what's been found.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
white has
Okay.
been found. What's marked in gold, that's the most prominent feature. That's the first part they found. So, and here the reason I bring this up is because Spinosaurus, we thought for the longest time walked like T-Rex, so it was modeled to look like a T-Rex with a sail.
Mm-hmm.
They only found a 74% complete specimen back in 2014, in which they realized it was more crocodile-like. So this thing could still change too, but it's already, like I said, a gnarly, death-dealing motherfucker.
Look at the
Man.
weird
Well, I
front
mean,
feet.
think about it, because this had to be an evolutionary trait that had to be created. So what it was before that evolution, it was getting ate all the time,
Yeah.
like
Well,
just chomped.
And look at that tail. Can you imagine getting whipped with that tail?
No.
It's funny they haven't found the head. You know, do they just guess for that part? You know.
Well,
Oh,
what
the
they're
head's
doing
like
is
that.
they're basing the
Not a very
fossil.
little bit.
They base the animal's design off of what we know about current ankylosaurids with ankylosaurs. So they're going off the
Oh,
that,
gotcha.
and as they find more of the fossil, they fill in. So I don't
Right.
know if they.
Because they kind of know what they look like already in their shape.
Yeah, so it could be this is all they found and they're done. They found the entire area, or this could be they're still looking it, and this could still fill in more. But
Check out the spiky ribs sticking out on the side.
yeah, you were talking about the spiky ribs; those are straight rivets in its size.
Wow. It looks like some just weird steam shop creation, you know, like
It's those spikes on its neck that are just vicious. Like, and
yeah.
I mean, and you know, an animal that's going to attack another animal usually goes straight for the throat.
For the neck, yeah, not that dude. That thing probably just walked around like just flipping everybody off, like yeah, whatever, doing whatever he wants.
This thing would purposely start fights to get close to an allosaur,
Yeah.
and just get closer and closer. The allosaur's trying to wiggle away, and then eventually it's just like, man, what you say about my mama? Bam!
Bam!
It
Yeah.
rolls up into
This
a
dinosaur
ball.
goes around, does bad shit, and it's like, what? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. He was probably the bully of the dinosaur world.
Can you see it just rolling up into a ball? It'd just be a bunch
Full
of
armadillo.
spikes. Yeah.
There was actually so there was a theory when ankylosaurs were first discovered, they could roll up into a ball. That's what they thought they could do that, but now our further understanding realizes that their backs would fucking cave if they tried that. So
Yeah.
most they would do. What we know is something like that. It's not going to do it, but most ankylosaurs would tuck their legs in and hunch low to the ground.
Yeah.
Or they would actually square off against a predator. There is a well-known Tyrannosaurus fossil that it's up in, I think, Montana. Its leg was crushed and it got infected and died. And the impact they kind of they trace back to an ankylosaur strike.
That's
the Tupac. Wow, yeah. The Tupac of dinosaurs. All right, so there you have it.
I love that. Spike O'Mellis. No, the Tupac of dinosaur.
What a name, too.
Let's see.
All right. Little tiny bit of Bigfoot news for Bubba. Let's see. Apparently, Bigfoot has excellent taste in real estate because And Idaho has the record this year for Bigfoot sightings. There's been 105 Bigfoot sightings in Idaho.
Wow.
It's been ranked as the eighth most likely place in North America to encounter Bigfoot, giving visitors a 2% chance of spotting the cryptoid if you go there. Idaho earned its spot on the list with 105 total Bigfoot sightings, 5 per 1,000 people. Most recent Idaho recording cited in May near Boise when backpacker at Upper Dry Creek reported an encounter. Washington claimed the next spot, followed by West Virginia, Oregon, and British Columbia, with Michigan, Maine, Pennsylvania, Idaho, Ohio, and Massachusetts rounding out the top 10. So, Bigfoot has excellent taste in real estate. There you go.
So
Still-
don't play Bigfoot Monopoly.
I heard a lot of them have left Illinois after this.
Let's see. If we got a little story here.
What is it you do for a living?
I work for Delta Dental.
You're a dentist.
No.
Delta Dental's not a dentist.
After 3 ads or something, there's a commercial. It's getting horrible, isn't it? You gotta watch. You turn on a movie now, and you gotta watch like 5 minutes of commercials before your movie comes on. Now, like it's like 20 commercials you gotta watch before, like, to watch a Disney movie or whatever now, or Fubu or whatever, Ubi or whatever those other. All right, here we go.
Or Ubi?
Of spotting the Squatch in Idaho. According to a new study by Canada Sports Betting, Idaho has recorded 105 total Bigfoot sightings. The study says with the Gem State's 40% forest coverage and an average temperature of 45 degrees year-round, the state has ideal conditions for spotting Bigfoot. The study says Washington takes the top spot with a 3% chance of seeing Bigfoot. The study was released in honor of National Sasquatch Day, which was this week.
Oh, it's National Sasquatch Day this week, whatever that means. How can the whole week be at Sasquatch Day? But okay. Shout out to KTVB7 in Idaho. There you go. So, Bigfoot's big in Idaho, Bubba. Okay, one more item here before we get into the how frequencies can affect you. I got a little, it's about 20 minutes long, probably, maybe 15 minutes. And we're going to talk about how frequencies affect you and what you can do about it. Protect yourself and things like that. Sort of, kind of. Anyway, let's see. You'll see here in just a little bit. Archaeologists have found a lost cargo from 3 ancient shipwrecks. This is over at Popular Mechanics. Let me pop this up here real quick. Shout out to Popular Mechanics. Notice the websites I go to find these things. Like, who goes to
Hi,
Popular?
Susan.
Hey, Walmart.
Who goes to Popular Mechanics? Me. Archaeologists found 3 lost cargoes from 3 different ships. This is the thing. It's 3 separate shipwrecks off the Israel, and each one is from different eras from the Iron Age, changing the understanding of ancient trade and connectivity. So they've literally found these 3 ancient shipwrecks from like 3 different times. And there's treasure in there and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's just pretty wild that they're from 3 different times, basically.
Huh.
So
yeah.
are they all in the same area?
The same port, dated back to different time periods of the Iron Age. A sandbar off the coast of Israel. Newly discovered cargo loads from 3 iron shipwrecks paint fascinating portraits. Use modeling, digital mapping, excavation turned up 25% of it.
Phoenician and Assyrian and Babylonian trade.
First ever discovery of an Iron Age ship cargo. Discovery provides rare and evidence of direct trade, previously understood largely through land-based discoveries. So they're just finding out, that they're doing a lot of trade like this by ships. The excavations to date have only uncovered the uppermost layers of the site's sandbar. So there's more to be found under there. It's pretty wild. Each cargo demonstrated a shifting political and economical dynamics. The oldest ship was from the 11th century and features storage jars and an anchor, while the other one has Phoenician-style jars and thin-walled bowls from the 9th to 8th century. So there's, newer stuff. Pretty wild. The most intact of the three is Door L2, dated from the late 7th to early 6th century. Teams found baskets, grape seeds inside, an anchor, metallic iron, slag used in smelting. Wow. So the wood and lead components. Wow, super cool.
That
Well,
is
yeah,
cool.
I like treasure and stuff being found. Imagine how much money that's all worth or whatever.
Dude, do you find 3 sunken ships with that much stuff on it? Dude, just
Probably.
retire.
Yeah, or do you think like Israel just takes control of all of it and it's just like, no, that's ours? So,
I don't know, because
I'm sure.
we looked this up one night on Bestam. State of Illinois will claim, if you find treasure in the state of Illinois,
like a percentage.
No, they take the treasure and they hold on to it until a next of kin is notified. So if I find, let's say, for example, I find Billy the Kid's hidden gold. I don't know who would be related to Billy the Kid, but if I find Billy the Kid's hidden gold, I don't get that. I get nothing from that. It gets turned over to the state. Like, it makes me wonder, like, why would I report finding Billy the Kid's treasure then?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's insane. So yeah, that's some just new stuff that I wanted to go over. Okay, so next, let me get this ready. Let's see. This is what I call the science of invisible frequencies. That's what we're going to call this. The science of invisible frequencies, right? Okay, so let's start with this. Infrasound. So, okay. When you hear a sound in a certain range, roughly from 10 hertz to upwards in most humans, like 10 hertz, I'm sorry, 20 hertz and up. That's when you hear a sound. But there's a whole world below that, and it's called infrasound. And that's frequencies under 20 hertz, right?
Okay.
And these aren't normally heard, but they can be felt. They can be felt, right?
Yeah.
For an example,
Computer tucked pretty far back.
And this is here's some information about it, and I'm going to send you a human reaction. I'm going to post that in the chat room for everybody, so you can take a look at that if you'd like to. Hopefully, this goes out to all 3 chat rooms. I think it does, for the most part. Hopefully, we'll see. So, okay. For example, an experiment played a 17 hertz tone under a concert. And people didn't consciously hear the tone, but after the concert, more than 22% of the people in the audience reported feeling just uneasy and really bad, basically, and queasy. So that was just an experiment that was done, right? So, shoot, hold on, I lost my page there. Let me get this over the way.
There's a Mythbusters episode where they go to a ghost town and they
Yeah.
play that it's either 17 or 19. It's just below. And one of the cabins to see if people feel like it's haunted or if there's somebody watching them, just because that hurts,
Yes.
causes those very uneasy feelings. And
Interesting.
they got some of the feedback from it saying that they could tell something was off in that cabin, and it was just because they were playing that frequency.
So people are frequency exposed to infrasound. It can be created by traffic, low rumbling pipes, windmills, and it's outside the range of human hearing. For example, infrasound has been shown to increase awe and suspense. And that's why some people report seeing ghosts sometimes, or even paranormal events. It could be literally caused by these things, right? And even ghosts, like that's what's pretty wild about it, right? So there's a commercial haunted house they had called Dedmonton, and participants were exposed to infrared sound before they went into the hotel, right? And the people who went in couldn't stay in very long because they were already traumatized, and the people who weren't exposed were able to just, go through the haunted house with no problems. But the people who were exposed, they had measured heart rates, you know what I mean? And they were all reported a lot of really bad fear. So this could, these were experiments that were conducted, and it's a real thing. So there's a guy named Vic Tandy who worked in a lab reporting to be haunted, right? And this story's pretty wild. He felt a ghost in the room, right? And he discovered that a newly installed extractor fan was producing. Let me bring this up. This is in The Guardian. Hold on. 1 sec. Why isn't that popping up? There we go. Sorry. So this guy sent me a message. He said he felt a ghost in the room, right? And he discovered that a newly installed extractor fan was producing a 19 hertz sound that caused a foil blade to vibrate, and it triggered a sense of being watched in him. And it literally, this low frequency sound, too low to hear continuously or consciously, but it was still triggering brain and body responses. And that opens up this path that maybe some haunted places aren't haunted by spirits. Maybe they're haunted by frequencies, right? So check this guy out. Here, let's see. But what he did was one evening he began to feel uncomfortable and he broke into cold sweat. He was convinced he was being watched. He noticed a gray shape drifting in and out of view. Then it was gone. He was terrified. And he looked in his he found a foil blade wrapped in a vise that was vibrating up and down very fast in his and it was between the end walls of a laboratory, and it was basically a piece of tinfoil that was just like a foil blade was creating a frequency. He was able to calculate the frequency of the standing wave was 19 hertz. That's cycles per second. And he soon discovered it was produced by a newly installed extractor fan. When the fan was turned off, the sound wave disappeared. So it would literally like travel, out of the vents and into the house and make this guy feel weird. And it can cause, what are we talking? These are the effects we're talking about: pressure in the chest, dizziness, trembling. It can cause vibrations in your eyeballs, and even visual hallucinations. It can cause anxiety, dread, a feeling of something wrong in the room. So if you walk into a building and your skin crawls for no visible reason, you might be picking up on a physical frequency that your brain isn't consciously processing because it doesn't hear it, right? So isn't that true? Okay. Here's a few stories about where unseen frequencies or vibrations and weird artifacts have showed up to trigger the uncanny. Research has shown this is infrasound in haunted locations. Now, this place is called, hold on, let me bring this up here. Dun, dun, dun. Isn't this working every time? Stupid thing. No, he decides to.
Oh, I can't take that down. I'm not. Rob would have to take it down, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Skeletor. That's okay. Sorry, boss.
There we go.
Yes, Skeletor. The vibrations can affect a human body and cause certain quote unquote ailments. You know.
So
that overall can make you just feel uneasy.
Yeah. So, okay, research shows that haunted rooms labeled haunted often contain peaks of infrasound, 19 hertz, that may explain the sensation. A study of Mary King's Close, Edinburgh, found levels 200 times higher in the haunted areas of the house than normal ones. It's pretty wild. This is the haunted frequency here, the Higgs Center. So, they heard these whirs and groans and things like that, but they found that the areas of the house that were the most haunted were low frequency sounds were going on at volumes 200 times higher than normal locations, these infrasound frequencies. So imagine how that affects people coming into that place. The noises is coming from this building.
Well, I mean, the thing that's interesting too is that, has anybody who here sleeps in the middle of the winter with a fan running?
Yep.
Sometimes
I sleep all the time.
Yeah, same here. Cold as hell, I still have a fan on. I mean,
probably not good for you.
Really. It's probably not, but the frequency of a fan is also proven to relax people.
Yep.
So
I don't know if that's brown noise or green noise or what that is. It's one of them.
It's one of them.
Fan's considered white.
Is it?
I believe so.
It's brown noise. That's the one that makes you poop.
Yeah. It can.
They're all colored. I mean, they all do
they are.
things.
You're right.
So, well, there's the let's see, the Boogosphere, right? That thing, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
And that's, the thing that was found near Buga, Colombia, and it's been claimed to respond to certain frequencies and show, it's got no seams, and but it does weird things, right? It responded to Sanskrit mantras and frequencies in the 190 to 300 megahertz range. But the thing is, the people around it would, feel sick and feel weird. That was kind of, it sent off like a vibration of some kind. It's just doing something we don't really understand, maybe, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you ever go to a weird? Have you ever been in a factory at night, like an old building, and
Yep.
just the hum of old motors at like 2 a.m. in the middle of this hall? You know, nothing's happening, no doors move, no voices, just this hum. You know, and that can literally, you know, this hum from the building could be kicking out 18 to 20 megahertz vibrations, and it makes you literally feel weird, and it makes you feel dread and catastrophic sense of something bad's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's just caused by the hum of the damn building. Think about that. So, and there's a reason why I'm telling you guys all this. We're gonna, you know, at the end here, we're almost we got one more segment, and then we're gonna talk about, you know, your practical takeaways from this, what you can do about this. But okay, another thing is in pop culture, we got to think about movies and paranormal, you know, lore and everyday fear design in movies, and horror movies often use sub bass or often ultra low rumbles to create unease in you.
Yeah.
You feel something, but you don't hear it consciously. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even hear it. They put it in there, and your body knows something's off. That's why you get this weird, more of a weird feeling from some movies than others. You know, just so, you know what? I don't watch horror movies. I've had enough of them in my life. No offense to people. People love them. Don't take this wrong. But I don't watch horror movies because well, for one thing, I don't think CGI stuff's very scary. I mean, I think the guys in the rubber masks and Jason and Freddy and those guys are a lot scarier than the dudes that, you know, nowadays, and a bunch of crazy digital effects going on. And I don't like watching torture. And a lot of the new movies are all about torture, like, you know, all those movies are just about torture, really. And I don't want to see somebody get tortured. That's not scary to me. That just makes me uncomfortable. But anyway, I think I'm careful now about things I watch and put in my body, even music, you know, because you are what you watch, and you become what you watch, and that's just how it is. If you watch the same damn thing every day, you're going to become that. And if you know, I don't think watching a lot of horror movies is good for you. That's just my opinion. But here's another reason not to watch them, because it makes you feel horrible. But, you know, some people like that feeling, and it's a good time, and it's Halloween, and that's cool. So I'm with you there. So, you know, if you like crying and having panic attacks and freaking out, more power to you. You know, and it's an escape and whatever. Except for you people that like Dexter. Yeah, I'm not down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not down with you people. Anyway, the idea of
I'm kind of with you, Rob. I mean, yeah, I'd rather laugh than be scared. So, and there's enough bad stuff going on in the world.
Turn the news on.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you want a good horror movie, turn the news on.
Yeah, you want to see some blood and guts, turn the news on. That's right. Yeah, they don't even shy away from anything nowadays. How many times did they show Sonia Massey get shot on TV?
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh my God.
That poor lady.
I've
seen her get shot 900 times thanks to Channel 20 News. Thanks, Channel 20. Appreciate it. Every night they'd show it and be like, here she is. Oh, man. Thank you. We didn't need that again. Anyway, that poor lady. Let's see. So, and music, you know, you got to listen, you know, music, when you listen to it, it can speed you up, it can slow you down. Country music slows you down, can make you depressed. There's a reason for that. When you hear pop music and it's hyped and it's going, you know, that gets you hyped up. It makes you want to get up and maybe move around and dance or whatever, you know, I mean, a little bit at least. You listen to heavy metal, really fast heavy metal like Metallica. That kind of gets you going a little bit, you know, Slayer, things like that for some guys, you know, that gets them pumped up. And, you know, classical music will chill you out. Smooth jazz will chill you out.
Classic
Relax
rock
you.
will chill you out.
Classic rock will relax you a little bit, take you back to them hippie days. You know, music's incredible what it does to you. So you got to think about what kind of music you listen to and take in and stuff, man. And the lyrics, you know, it sound like your dad or something there, but you know, it's true. And I listen to all kinds of music. I like metal. I like hip hop. I like, you know, Suicide Boys. I like Slayer. You know, I like all kinds of stuff. So I listen to new music, you know. I listen to all kinds of crazy stuff. But anyway, yeah, just think about what you're taking in, man. Try to keep it positive most of the time if you can, you know. But pop culture, let's see. I just wanted to talk about pop culture and how, you know, it's out there everywhere. You know, these sub noises, sub bass, you know, it's just all over the place. So low frequency things are, you know, happening and you don't even realize it. You know, that's the thing. It's like, you know, watching TV and they show you commercials that you didn't ask for those commercials, but you see them anyway. It's the same thing with these noises.
You know, it's interesting you say this because, you know, I'm going back to the paleontology shit. Sorry, but
no. Yeah.
There's now a theory going around that dinosaurs such as T-Rex had a dual chamber vocal cords. They didn't have the larynx bone like birds do or whatnot, but they had vocal cords instead. So the theory is that T-Rex could roar, not as predominantly as, like, say, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, but it could roar, but it could make a grumbling, humbling noise, kind of like the sound of off distant thunder.
Oh,
And
wow.
there is actually an audio clip. I could find it for you guys and see if you want to hear it, see what you think, but you barely hear it. It's just like a low, like kind of like it's like they say it's a communication call. And when you listen to it, it's like Rob is saying it makes your skin crawl.
Wow. That's wild.
Let's see if I can find it quick. Show you.
Here's a place with eerie sensations, right? So this video explores ultra low frequencies and how it may trigger haunt type feelings in a building. All right, check this out while you're looking for that, Tyler.
It always starts the same way. You're alone at night. The lights are low, the vibes are chill. You're playing your favorite video game on your handheld console. And then something creeps. You tell yourself, it's just the house settling. Maybe it's the fridge. Or the cat or dog you don't actually own. You hear whispers, you feel a chill. You wonder if you're about to become the next based on true events Netflix documentary. Is it a ghost? Is it a demon? Is it the spirit of the old man who used to live in the house before you? You go to investigate.
And then science gets involved.
Hey guys, Dan here, Mr. Great Dan
fuck
the
that
Great.
guy.
Now, I've been fascinated by the natural causes of supposed hauntings throughout the years. Now, even though I'm a skeptic,
I'm gonna put this link in the room for everybody.
The science of stuff when it comes to paranormal investigations, paranormal hauntings, since I was a kid. So I thought we'd go over the brief rundown, the brief history of infrasound, and could it be the cause of your spooky little creaks and bangs at night, and why you think you see shadows at the corner of your eye? Because I've seen shadows at the corner of my eyes after a long night of not sleeping.
Anyway, this guy goes into the science of, debunking ghosts with
Infrasound
science.
refers to sound waves with frequencies below the lower limit of human hearing, which is below 20 Hz. Although we can't hear it, we can sometimes feel it as pressure, vibration, or that unease feeling you get at night when you're alone watching Netflix. The study of low-frequency sounds began in the 19th century, and they mainly used it to detect earthquakes or seismic activity. They discovered they could detect vibrations from thousands of miles away, and this is how they detected earthquakes, or how they discovered that they could detect earthquakes and explosions and stuff like that. The term infrasound was originally...
Anyway, yeah, it's a cool video. The guy talks about, how it all affects you, and it's pretty wild. But anyway, a couple things to wrap it up, the whole thing. Let's see. Okay, so you've heard the science, you've heard the stories, and the things. Now, here's what you can do. If you ever feel weird in a weird space, pause and listen. Or better, feel for hums, vibrations, odd drafts, right? Check for low frequency sources like old HVACs, massive fans, large motors, winding through long corridors or pipes can generate infrasound. Use a smartphone app with caution. There's apps claiming to measure low frequencies or structural vibrations. They're not perfect, but you can get a rough sense. So might be worth checking out. Low frequency measurers. So you just use your phone and your microphone. So that's interesting. That's some things for you to think about when you're searching homes too, and investigating homes. Tyler, check for ultra low frequencies like this. That's part of debunking it. Document your experience, note the place, note the time, how you felt, what you heard. That might be a good idea. And then submit it to the show. If you get the feeling, we want to know. Tell us about it. Let us know. Submit it to us.
If there's any device that could register a frequency.
Or right now, anybody in chat, have you ever felt this, or or something? Is there an area in your life where you think maybe this is happening, or what? It could happen at work. It could happen at places you go, things you do. Who knows? But share your story. We want to hear it. Did you feel something odd you can't explain? Just send us a little message and we'll feature it. But if you got a weird frequency moment, send it in. Whatever. I walked in the basement at night and my skin crawled, even though nothing visible moved. Be cool to hear your stories. And tonight, even in chat, if you got any. So, also living near EMF, high voltage power lines or radar installations could affect you too. I would think. If you live close to, high voltage power lines or real close to phone poles and all that, man, it's pretty wild. Okay, so anyway, let's recap what we learned. Frequencies below 20 hertz can influence how you feel, even if you don't consciously hear them. And there's real life stories about it all over the place. Haunted location, next time you walk into a place and something feels off, check for the incomplete variables, the structure, the hum, the vibration, what you don't hear. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little thing I put together about that stuff. I thought it was interesting. And I have some the places that I came up with all of this information were the Guardian from sciencewows.ie, Yahoo, the Economic Times, the Times of India. So, I put together a little research and all that. But anyway, there you have it. One more cool story I want to cover. Go ahead, Tyler. Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it. And guess what its megahertz frequency's at?
What?
So there's two clips in here. First is the actual hum I was telling you about. It's at 15. It's at 15 hertz.
Wow. And how'd you find that out?
They found this out by running it through because they discovered the nasal cavity. They're running air. They're testing this through a program. They're running it through the fossil's nasal cavity. So what you're going to hear are two sounds coming from this that they think a T-Rex sounded like, and they believe these are vocalizations, not the actual roars like you would imagine from Jurassic Park. They believe it could do something like that, but not as grandiose. The first one is said to be, they're calling it the predatory stalker. And then the second one you're going to hear, it's a little louder. They're claiming that one is a communicated call towards neighbors. Okay? They have not done an actual roar run yet, but I got it right here if you would like to bring that. I should have logged in on weird frequencies.
Oh, no, it's okay. Here. There you go.
All right. Here you go. So the first one you're going to hear is it's stalking. There's the call. And that's basically it, basically.
Wow.
The first one is 15 hertz. The second one is at 24 hertz, according to the description.
Wow.
And then, of course, they think they could still do the whole roar. But that, I saw it. I was looking at Julie's face and Adam's face in the first one, and it's like, yeah, it's creeping Julie out.
Yeah.
There was definitely an eerie, it's behind me kind of feeling.
Wasn't there? Yeah. And it was
because it's, it's right at that hertz level where, it's like something's behind me.
Yeah, well, it gives you that creepy crawly feeling. It did me too. In the middle, towards the middle of it. Yeah, towards the middle of it. It gave me
That's why they call it the stalker.
Back of my neck.
They call it the stalker frequency because they believe that's the noise it would have made before it stalked out and attacked prey. It would have used it made that noise to kind of get the prey heightened and freaking out, like, where's it coming from? Is it behind me? And that's when the ambush would come from the side. So
makes sense.
Wow. So I got something mind blowing now to end the show with. I'm trying to find the right video though without this guy making comments. Okay. We're gonna have to listen to this guy Casper Sight's comments up in the corner because I can't find the real video yet. It's so new. But this guy, okay, we know about the Boogosphere, right?
Yeah.
This guy was camping in the freaking desert and he found I'm going to tell you about it before we watch it real quick. He found a sphere, a big long sphere, like 14 inches long, like that long, right? And it's made out of metal and it's got alien carvings on it. And he found it in the ground and it was hot and it burned his hand. And then he brought it home and it started moving around and doing weird stuff. Watch this. Shout out to Casper Sight. Bring this up.
I think the second noise on the T-Rex kind of sound like a dirt bike revving up, by the way.
I saw this thing flying in the air, and it was giving me
vibrating weaker and weaker each time, so I'm going to try to bring this thing home and uncover the truth, no matter what it is. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm driving home with this thing right now. I was thinking about getting one of those lead blankets for it, because I think it's probably radioactive or something. Thing's giving me these weird feelings all the time. It's not making any heat or anything anymore.
we've been talking all night about eerie feelings. Listen to the eerie feelings this guy's getting.
Or it was, and it burnt my hand, which is, I think it's healing. I hope it is.
That's getting even more strange, really. This is the first time that you're going to see this thing, full view of the object.
Okay, guys, here it is again. I just got home, and I'm still not touching it with my hand because
Look at that. Look at the writing.
Okay, I'm going to be the one to say this. It looks like a metal vibrator. Okay.
Oh, for God.
it is dangerous or radioactive.
What the hell?
It's really smooth.
Again, there's no
wait a minute.
seam.
Can you go back?
There's no
hold on.
join. Object.
Okay, guys,
It
here
had
it
a
is
Star
again.
of David on it.
I saw it
home.
too, yeah.
And I'm still not touching it with my hand because I think it is dangerous or radioactive.
What the hell?
It's really
Yeah, right there.
there. Star of David.
smooth.
Again, there's no seam. There's no join. There's no welding.
It's
The whole thing on the top
but the
is a triangle with
the words on the
little
side.
triangles.
What has he found here?
Just wish for the best for me. I'll probably try to open it at some point, but I don't know how to do that right now.
Securing the object.
How does that happen right when I'm recording too, by the way? That never ever happens.
Some kind of magnetic field or something in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
This thing has a mind of its own. Look at this. It doesn't want me to get a clear video of it.
Wait, what? He walked
I'm
in.
gonna walk in here. Look at my other
Mate, are you having a laugh?
hand. It's doing nothing. I'm not turning any lights off. This is insane right now. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
I'm keeping it locked in this room. It's kind of like a dungeon. I'm gonna see if it just needs to be turned.
Now's a perfect time to show you this. It says, hey man, zoom in on photo center slightly left. A silver tube in the sky, apparently. Oh, here. What? I'm going to zoom in maximum on my editing software for you to see that, guys. Okay? Right. So he's then done a picture. Look at this thing.
Look at that. I just froze it.
Adam, Bubba, didn't we cover a story a while back about a sphere that was found with like similar markings?
The boogosphere.
Yeah, we covered the boogosphere. Is this the same? This isn't the same thing, is it?
No. The other was an absolute sphere, a ball.
No, you missed the show last week. Me and Bubba covered the boogosphere, and we actually had AI translate everything on it for us. It was incredible. It told us some wild shit too.
I'm about to go back and watch that. I was busy working, but I swear there was a story we covered about a guy who found one in the forest. It might have been the boogosphere.
So yeah, well, the guy that's been around for a few months. The boogosphere has.
The boogosphere was in the desert.
What I'm going to do is capture photos of the writing on this, and I'm going to do the same thing with AI this week, and then I'll have the results for next week's show. I'm going to have AI because I asked AI, could you take a look at the boogosphere for me and decipher it? And it said yes. It said, let's do this. Show me some clear pictures. So I went out and found like 5 really good pictures of all sides of it, and it deciphered it. And then watch the show last week, and you'll see it contains the meaning of life and the tree of life and the beginnings and all the makings of creation on it. It's got all kinds of stuff. It said whoever made that thing is an exceptional human being to know all of this. It said there's no way it was really impressed that a human was even able to make it. But it said it probably was an art creation of some kind from a very exceptional human being. That's what AI said. It didn't think it was from space, but it felt like it was amazing. It was like impressed, that's for sure. Anyway, let's see the rest of this. It moves by itself.
Is this what he's seen? In-depth look and some test.
We're going to measure it today. I got a ruler right here. So that's 12, it's 24, 31 and a half. Let's see, I guess I'll go weigh it today.
What do you think, Jack?
15.8 pounds. I will take really... Okay, here we go again.
What? Mate!
I'll go get a magnet. We'll try magnets next and see what happens.
This is interesting. What's funny is magnet he chose.
No.
A refrigerator magnet. But look,
He's a weak magnet.
Only on the ends of it.
Right here it is magnetized.
Look, Matt, you can see right
here.
there. There's some sort of a
there's
seam
welding right there.
right there, and it's uneven, and you can see where it was a
It's
tap
been
right
polished. It's been sanded and polished down to like a
Yeah,
thin
that's
line.
welding right there.
There's some welding of some type there, some machine.
I'm zoomed in on it. And I don't think it's welding.
Yeah.
I think
mean,
it's either some sort of just shadowing there or
okay.
maybe it hit something or that's shadow. You see
This
it
is footage of the
moving.
first day of capture.
Here we are. Right here. You can hear it humming if I go close enough.
Listen.
Kind of makes me feel weird.
I'm gonna turn this up.
But yeah, I think it's under here.
Is this sand? It looks like sand.
Well, I just burnt my hand.
What's this? He's got a rash?
Okay, guys, I was just making this update too. A few days ago, like right when I got the object, I did notice I was itching my leg a little bit. There was like a little bump right here. I'm looking at it now, and every day it's really subtle, but now it's all the way down here. There's like these little bumps. It's a rash I've never had before. Here's this bottle of spray. I have been hearing that this thing might run off of water.
Scary.
I'm gonna go really slow with this water thing. Okay, nothing there.
Nothing happened. It's just scary.
What you don't realize
Okay,
is that
guys.
in Alien, the
Yeah,
Mark
now I am
say,
starting
stay
to
away
feel
from
stuff
water.
Like that same pukey feeling.
Right, because you've added water?
He's feeling bad. It makes him feel bad when he's near it.
Did they think anything like that about the Boogosphere? Yes, reports from witness who handled or approached the Boogosphere described unusual physical symptoms, including feelings of sickness, such as nausea and vomiting. Is he legit, or has he just found some information and just made something that is like the Boogosphere, and he's trying to, get a little bit of fame from it? I know he says he doesn't want money or fame, but I just have to ask the question.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to go back to it.
We all know
very close to
aliens
it. I don't
hate
feel
water.
anything right now, so
They hardly ever bathe.
it's not here.
Look.
What the? Why is it over here?
Felt like it.
Well, it flew away or flew right there.
Flew. Okay.
It sounds too good to be true. I'm getting more skeptical. I've got to admit, I'm getting more skeptical.
It's feeling hot.
Because it was in the sun.
So this is something strange. This is the one that I saw, actually. Look at this.
Okay, guys, I have an AM station set to this radio. This is about as far as I can get from it without it doing anything crazy. And yeah, I'll bring it closer and show you guys kind of what goes on. You can already hear it starting. And it seems to...
Like popcorn.
I've already tested it, so I know what it's going to do. But
Why is the radio doing that? This brings me back now to starting to believe it. Like, what the hell is this thing?
that I'm going over here where it fell.
Oh, look at this flowers and stuff.
And the grass is kind of...
The grass and leaves.
It's like a little dark.
I was camping in the desert outside of Las Vegas.
Okay, so when he was using the radio, he claimed that it was on an AM station. Would it have been that hard to show us that it's on AM or show us the dial or anything to give credit to that.
Yeah, that's true. That was
I
one of the
mean,
weirdest parts.
I don't buy it moving on its own.
Yeah, no.
I don't buy that. The lights flickering, that could be interesting if this thing is making a frequency. It could interfere with electronics. I don't get the water test. I don't understand what that was about.
Like, did he want to see, like, since it felt hot to him, was he thinking it was going to make the water boil?
Or steam off or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said right before he did that, he said that someone had said something about maybe it runs off of water, and that's why he did the water test.
Okay.
It seemed to make him sick too. It started making him feel ill. So yeah. But it's who knows what kind of hurts those things are putting out, man. What that thing's putting out to make you feel like that, and you can't even hear it. We might be hearing things in the videos of watching this that we can't even recognize.
The radio popping is interesting. I'll say that.
We're watching videos of this thing, and he's saying it's humming, and we can't. I couldn't really hear it humming. I turned it up, but I could hear something. It sounded like an airplane going by or something.
I heard something when they were digging it out of the sand.
But yeah, either this guy, he's seen the boogosphere and he's just trying to capture, that whole take some of their, glory a little bit and their fame that they've captured, because they're all over the place, all over the world with the boogosphere. It's it's made that guy famous. So maybe this guy's trying to do the same thing. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure out what his actual shout out to Casper's site and all of his comments we had to put up with. Oh no, mate! Oh, that was scary, mate.
But what was that? What was that rod called? I know the one's called the boogosphere, but what's this one called?
I don't know. I guess we haven't named it. He called it the flying thing in the air. So that's the title of the video too.
Yeah,
so
I'm not finding anything on this thing.
Yeah, it's new. I just saw this yesterday.
The vibrator from outer space.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Skelly on this one.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to bring it up. It's probably gonna be all over the place now, I'm sure, but just wanted to get that out there. I thought that was pretty weird, man, and kind of ties into what I talked about tonight. With the low level things going on in the world that you might not. It just I like the idea of for Tyler especially being able to maybe focus on frequencies now a little bit for you when you're doing an investigation and you hear things, you know what I mean, and that'd be something you could check when you go to a house. Like, are there low level frequencies in your house that are affecting you people? You know what I mean? If that one haunted house had areas where there was 200 times more low level frequencies and it made people scared, I mean, that could probably happen in a house too, right?
Yep.
That might be worth looking into some apps or some software to that really will actually like even the computer told us tonight, watch out because some of them are fake, but some of them work apparently. So the frequency detectors, low level frequency detectors, it'd be interesting to do it in your own house, see if you got any low level frequencies in your house that are affecting you. It kind of makes me want to do it on my app tonight, because I just bought a house. Who knows, you're sitting in your house at night and you hear all kinds of weird noises and creaks and just hums and things like that.
Yeah, you're just chilling out. It's kind of quiet. You feel kind of uneasy. You whip out the sensor and you see what's going on.
Yeah.
Tyler, would like an EMF work?
An EMF would register the electromagnetic field, but
because it would tell you if a fan's running or there's electricity running through something.
And not necessarily. An EMF detector would tell you if there is excess electricity in the area. So there was a house I did investigate years ago. They were convinced there was a ghost there. It was an older house. It was here in the middle of Jacksonville. And I ran the EMF detector through, and it literally, every room that had an exposed wire or damaged wire or the fuse was bad in it, it was putting off a high amount of electromagnetic energy, which can also, just like the frequencies Rob was talking about, it can also mess with you. So
Yeah, they can.
I don't know if an EMF detector could pick up the vibrations like Rob is saying. It could. It might just be another something else entirely different, you know?
Right.
Pretty wild. Cool.
Well,
that's all I had. You guys anything else?
I got one more thing. I'm trying to see if I can send this on.
What's it about?
Well, Bubba's gonna announce he's moving to Idaho. Where all the, that's where all the Bigfoot are.
Is this a Bigfoot article, Bubba?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say end the show if it's a Bigfoot article.
Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.
I could translate the Boogosphere by now by the time it takes me to say
Welcome to the Bubbasphere.
It's not showing that I lost it, but there was something about an object fell just outside of Area 51. And it's been 5 weeks, and like people still don't know what it is. And man, hold on, I'm gonna check something else.
I'm about to say all I see in the chat is video. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe try to find it for us next week. Oh yeah. I don't know if we could do that, Adam.
Here we go.
I've never tried doing that before. Your private chat, you chatted me. So, Bubba tried, damn it.
Check the group chat now, real quick.
Okay. Gotcha.
Got it?
Yeah. Unknown object crashes near Area 51. KLS Las Vegas. Let's check this out. Maybe.
Yeah, right there. It's not the major. It's just
I heard those are gross, by the way. Sorry, Arby. Anybody in here? Has anybody tried them?
No, I've heard that they're bad.
I heard they're horrible.
What is it?
The steak bites at
nuggets.
Arby's.
Oh.
Steak nuggets.
I haven't tried them.
their website says they're made of prime rib. It looks more like a round steak.
Yeah, it does. All right, we got to wait 14 seconds for this video. Hold on. It's almost done. Oh, my God.
De-advertise. Dude, when you're not here, there are certain news sites. If I go to a news site to find an article, screw that, because it's nothing but, new advertisements. I'm like, no, not Daily Mail, not the Mirror.
Yeah, this is not showing me the story, Bubba. But anyway, yeah, apparently.
I'm looking it up right now. See if I can find this link.
Okay.
But an unknown object has crashed, and 8 News Now chief investigator George Knapp thinks the official story told by the military is false. What happened back on September 23rd? Scanners and computers at Dreamland report listened to record traffic on the morning. They heard some astonishing news. I had my coffee. I was listening to Area 51 security, and all of a sudden they got very serious and locked the base down. There's a large but secret operation in the middle of the night that everything had gone wrong. Yeah, blah. Okay.
I just sent you a video.
Well, something happened out there. We don't know what exactly. The video here. Hold on.
I say the official word from the U.S. government is an experimental drone crashed, and George Knapp isn't buying it apparently. Which, I mean, I don't blame him.
Weeks now about a mysterious object of unknown origin that fell from the sky and crashed just near Area 51. And tonight, the public is still in the dark.
So that crash was quickly covered up, both literally and figuratively. 8 News Now chief investigator George Knapp thinks the official story, as told by the military, is false.
And we are lucky because George joins us here in the studio with more on what he's now
Oh, snap.
Well, how quickly might the government respond to a crash of an unknown object? What happened back on September 23rd on public land outside the boundary of Area 51 is a textbook example of how crash retrievals work. And to no one's surprise, pretty much everything told to the public since then is pure fiction.
You can see this in F-18.
Scanners and computers inside this room listen to and record radio traffic inside Area 51 round the clock. On the morning of September 23rd, York Arnew heard some astonishing news.
Had my cup of coffee, and I'm listening to Area 51 security, and all of a sudden, they get very serious. Lock down the base.
Arnew learned there'd been a large but totally secret air operation in the middle of the night, and that something had gone wrong.
So we just had an asset go down. We had an asset go down. This is not Creech security, this is Area 51 security. And they had an asset go down. And then the next thing.
Yeah, clear. All supposed to show up via line is the UAV, unmanned aircraft with ordnance.
He picked up details about strict security measures which were implemented almost immediately. Not only was Area 51 itself locked down, but within a very short time, so too was a large swath of the Tikaboo Valley. It became clear that some kind of craft had crashed miles outside of Area 51's boundaries on public land adjacent to Highway 375, also known as the ET Highway. Arnew jumped in his truck and headed south from his home in Rachel. But while driving on what's known as Mailbox Road, he ran into an armed patrol.
They had the gun in front of them, not pointed at me, but very visibly in front of them. And it was clear they meant business.
He backtracked and headed south on the ET Highway to Groom Lake Road, the main entrance to the base. It too was blocked off by sheriff's deputies and military security. A military helicopter with an attached basket was sitting there, presumably ready to haul out wreckage of something. A pair of porta potties suggested the team planned to be there for a while.
Almost the entire Tikaboo Valley was shut down.
At the Little Ailey Inn in Rachel, employees were in the dark about a crash, but saw the beefed up security at closed off roads.
There we go. So something definitely happened out there. Something crashed, whether it was one of ours or a UFO or I don't know. Go ahead, Tyler.
Question. This guy has a computer that is actually recording and
what the hell? Yeah.
radio traffic from Area 51.
And he's like got cameras on it and stuff.
Wouldn't it be kind of considered spying? I mean,
yeah, you think the government might want to? They're probably gonna be busting in that guy's house tomorrow. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Where to see these cameras and scanners you got, buddy?
I don't know how it works in Area 51. Like, I don't know if it's recognized by the U.S. anymore, or if it's still unrecognized. But
Oh, I think
There's-
it did. Yeah,
I
it's a
think it
real
got
deal.
recognized. Yeah, I believe it did.
It's a base. Yeah.
And if that's the case, then my brother in Christ, you're committing several high-class felonies there, and you
I would
just
think
got
so.
broadcast on the air.
I would
Goodbye.
think so. I mean, what kind of apps are you using to do all that?
Bro, he had like I was expecting like when they say he's hacking the radios, I'm expecting like almost like Batman style computers. Like there's a big radio here, a CB, and it's all connected to like two big computers here. The guy has two monitors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wow, that's not as impressive as I thought it was. I was expecting him to have like James Bond style equipment.
Well,
It's
good to know that, guys. Keeping an eye on him for us.
It's a Dell from Walmart. He's bought it on his credit card. He's got like 10 more payments.
It's good to know
it's an Optiplex. It's very low level Dell.
Some old stinky hippie in the desert's keeping an eye on him for us. Good thing. Whew, I feel much better.
He's got to upgrade the PC just to run GTA 5, and he's hoping it runs GTA 6.
Oh,
God.
All right. Well, that's interesting. Another little crash out there. So,
Yeah, how long until me and Rob start working on our computer to spy on Area 51?
right. Well,
I know me and Rob could build something really impressive. We might build something like, oh shit, we're talking to the aliens now.
well, Bubba, good eye. We're out there spotting these stories for you guys. So whether it's weird alien cylinders flying and landing or burning people or things dropping out of the sky out of Area 51. That's what's going on right now in this world. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Happy Halloween, happy All Hallows Eve, and all of that stuff.
Tomorrow be Day of the Dead.
Is tomorrow the Day of the Dead? Happy Day of the Dead.
Yeah, isn't it like a couple days? Is it like
all
a
you
couple
dead
days after
people?
Halloween? Yeah.
It is the first Monday after Halloween. It is the Day of the Dead.
Yeah, it is, I guess. Yeah.
Bunch of pagans.
And do not put your damn Christmas decorations up until after Thanksgiving.
Oh,
I've
no.
already got. Oh, bro, that is my cardinal rule.
They're already up.
Yeah, there's a neighbor I drove by. Their tree is up. They have two trees in the living room. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, they're up. They can't wait. They take them Halloween. The people with all the giant Halloween inflatables. I can't wait to take them down and put up them Christmas inflatables.
Bro, Mariah Carey thawed out. That's what that thing was that crashed in Area 51. Mariah Carey thawed out.
I sent Tyler a meme from Facebook. It said something along the lines of every time a Christmas light gets lit up before Thanksgiving dinner, an elf drowns a baby reindeer.
Yeah.
I thought you'd at least appreciate it.
You're not wrong.
All right, you guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and appreciate you watching the show. And I hope I didn't bore you with my little segment there, but
no, not at all.
I think that stuff's important to learn and be aware of in your life, man. And with music and movies and stuff, what you are what you watch, man. Throw in a documentary. I always tell Bubba that. Throw in a documentary there every once in a while, or Bubba loves some horror movies, but
that explains a lot.
I
Your
do.
frequency talk and Bubba's love of horror movies. Now I understand it.
Yeah, I mean,
that whole time I'm like, okay, Rob, lay off the
I didn't say a whole lot, but now you're going to be aware next time you're watching one of them movies, like what kind of sound is going on in the background that I don't know about. What was that?
He's gonna play it on mute with the subtitles on.
I can watch any horror movie there is, and none of it scares me or anything. I just find it interesting.
I planned on. I swear to you, I was going to do this. I wanted to find an example of a movie that currently right now is using low megahertz, sound in it to freak people
Maybe-
out. I
Maybe
just
I'm
want to
too,
find an example, but
maybe I'm too fat to feel the vibrations from that megahertz. I
well,
don't know. I mean, I don't know the science of it, I mean,
well, you do now
to that extent.
below 20, you can't hear it, but it affects you. That's what it is. So, all right. Well, you guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week with more weirdness. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Make sure you wash your hands after handling any boogospheres.
That's right. Don't be touching any weird spheres. Be off.